us again. Today we're going to give a little bit more details of quarantine hotel living. Obviously, we can't give anything else as we're still here. Yeah. So the first subject probably we're going to cover is hotel choice, because still a couple of people asking about it. So we thought we'll just go through a little bit more in details how we chose our hotel. Probably you're the best person.
Yeah, so you get there is the list that you can download off the government website, which is about 30 hotels, I think it was when we got our list. Your best bet to start off with is to go through and work out your budget. So then that will allow you to shortlist your hotels a bit from there. And then it's a case of really paying attention to what it says on there, because it does actually say the room type that you can get, and also whether you can have food deliveries, which we found is quite a big thing. From there, it's then a case of following the links to all the websites for your shortlisted ones. Have a good look through. Just be aware that the pictures might not be fully up to date. We were lucky with ours; it matched exactly, but we've seen some where they haven't. And I guess it's kind of look at reviews, things like that, anything you can online. We actually found some YouTube videos for the hotels that we were looking at, of people that were already staying there. And then you have to just make your choice. Bear in mind you're going to be stuck here for, in our case, 21 days. So a big factor for us was room size. And something to pretty much ignore is hotel facilities that are outside of your room, because you're not going to get to use them. So it doesn't matter if it's got a great swimming pool or a gym or a viewing terrace, you can't use them, you're in your room. So don't pay for that. There's no point.
So really the key word is focus on the room and look at live YouTube videos. Recent posts.
The type of room as well, because we've seen a lot of people who are stuck in just a hotel room, so literally a room with a bathroom and that's it. Whereas we went for what was a service apartment before. Yeah. So we do have kind of almost 2 rooms, and we've got a kitchen which even has a washing machine, which is pretty good. And just generally a lot more space. I think if you were doing just a week's quarantine, you're probably not that worried, you can get through it. But for the 3 weeks, it's a definite requirement to have a bit more room, I think.
Yeah. And then that's lead on the second subject is food. I have to say that the food in hotel is really limited, but we are fully aware of it, because they made it very clear it's basic supply, because there is hotel kitchen facility and also delivery, which is oh my god, full of options.
I mean, ours was a bit different because it is a service department, so there is no restaurant at the hotel, so therefore you don't get the option of the 3 meals a day like you do at some others. We had frozen noodles, dry noodles and biscuits.
Very basic.
And water, they did give a lot of water, so that's fine. But we knew that when we booked. I think the one thing that did catch us out is we thought it'd be nice and simple, just get here, use an app, order some food in.
Yeah.
Most of the apps, you have to have a Hong Kong phone number to actually register with them, which we panicked a bit when that first happened.
It was a moment of literally panicking.
Luckily, the guy down on reception actually was a student in the UK and had come back, and he'd found Food Panda is the one. And you can use a UK mobile to register with that and an email address. And then what we did is, one of the first things we ordered from there was a SIM card.
SIM card, yeah.
You get a pay-as-you-go SIM card, because you can order all of your normal groceries, you can order takeaways, and pretty much anything through there. It's quite a good app, actually.
So that's really, life begins from that point onwards. Yeah, because I quite like the takeaway options. There are Vietnam, Thai, Korean, Middle East, anywhere you can think of. American?
There's pretty much everything. We've just avoided anything that was noodles.
Literally.
Because we obviously have a few of those.
Yeah. So moving on, the third part, people ask about how do you control your emotions, sort of I think so far we find people are different. That's what we notice, because a lot of people say the beginning will be a bit harder for you. I find the beginning, sort of apart from the jet lag, because the excitement and sort of tiredness, I didn't notice much. It's actually the middle point. It's a little bit like, oh gosh, I'm here. You know, there are still a little bit to go. Sort of that's probably a bit harder for me.
Yeah, I think I'm the same. When we first got here, you're still figuring everything out. So all the bits we had to figure out with all the food deliveries, just the general routines, and then you're preparing for your testing and all this kind of stuff. It keeps you busy. So the time goes by a bit quick. We're lucky because we're both working as well, although that has its own challenges in a small room.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you get to the middle bit, you've kind of figured all of that out, and you're not at the point where you're counting down to leave. So actually that's probably been the toughest point, I think.
Slightly, I think, yeah. I find what helpful is you two got to talk, like when there is a moment, is a down moment, like you got to sort of share, and then almost give each other attention is needed to sort of, that helps, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And that's lead to the next subject of husband and wife in quarantine. I think because in mainland China, the current rule are even you are husband and wife, you are required to quarantine separately. That's when I first heard it, I think, oh gosh, that's even harder, because as a couple, we have never lived apart from each other for that long, probably not even more than a week. But again, we have never lived together in one room for 21 days either. That was, at the beginning, I was a bit nervous. I think, oh, well, you know, how are you going to survive? We're not going to kill each other, aren't we? Like, but so far, I think we're doing all right, isn't it? I do notice, like, you know, some sort of the little living habit we've never sort of noticed before. It's been sort of magnified, like in this environment. For example, I am a person, I like to leave my thing, just I can see them and then I can reach them, which he is a person that really like tidy and neat and then put everything in its own place, hide, sort of thing, which before we've got a lot of room and a lot of space, you don't notice there, but here it is really, oh gosh, that's a big difference. And then people like him, like, actually go like to tidy up house rooms and things. He even go to the cleaner to ask for, obviously can't come in to clean it for you, so he asked for tools and cleaning sort of products, which I bet is the only one they've ever seen in here.
You're here for 3 weeks, you've got to make it like home, you've got to make it nice, haven't you?
Well, fair enough. I am the beneficiary, so I'm not complaining. Another thing we do find is, like, because we like to sort of, as a couple, we give each other space, you do your own thing. Like before, we've got a lot of space and sort of time we can do it. Here, we still, I think it's important. Sometimes you just need to give each other the space, like they do their own thing, like, you know, chill out themselves, like you like to watch your video, like car stuff.
I think it's helped because we're working on different hours, so you're working Hong Kong hours, I'm working somewhat more towards UK hours. So actually, I get a few hours in the morning sort of as my time, and you get a few hours in the evening as your time. So it does help a little bit, although being in a small space does make it a bit trickier.
It's challenging. It's because
so yeah, if I'm having a work phone call, obviously you need to have the TV turned down, and vice versa. You know.
Yeah. So overall, like so far we're coping. It's okay. You got to find your own way, basically. I think the last bit we were asked a lot is about the cleaning, sort of the what do they do in their hotel, sort of thing. What we notice is so far in the hallway, they obviously don't come to your room, but in the hallway they pretty much clean it every couple of hours. They use really full PPE geared and then really steam clean and hoover and all these sort of things. I think they take it very serious.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that we were just wanting to see what was going on outside, we probably wouldn't have noticed too much. But you hear a noise in the hallway and it's just like, could be people.
And I would like to watch out, like, through it, Yeah,
it's the little bits of excitement.
Yeah, and also we got tested quite frequently, and then when they come, they're all again PPE geared up and with their big sort of Hoover-ish like air suction machine, and then like take our test, and then they take all their gear out, sort of clean it, and then put it in your own bin, sort of thing. So it's very serious. Like,
3 down now.
Yeah.
1 more to go in the hotel, and then 1 in community afterwards. So.
Yeah. So
getting there.
Yeah, so that's overall what we find like hotel living. If there's anything you want to know, let us know. We're more than happy to answer. So again, thank you for checking out our channels. Yeah, and please do like and comment and subscribe. See you again.